Jonathan shielded me with his body from that poisoned arrow, I finally understood that the most moving words of love weren't sweet nothings, but the heart beating for me beneath his blood-stained chest. Happiness had always been a luxury for us. When the thunder of hooves tore through the silence, I realized that the sharpest pain wasn't an enemy's blade, but seeing the one you love ride into danger for your sake. My father's necklace, meant to gleam at my coronation, had now become his only protection. News of Jonathan's capture struck me like a thunderbolt, sending a chill down my spine. When the strange old woman produced the necklace I had given him, my last shred of doubt vanished, replaced by a heart full of anxiety. I had to save him, but this mysterious old woman stopped me. Perhaps it was the concern in her eyes, or maybe the familiar necklace, that made me lower my guard. When she offered me an apple, I didn't hesitate for a moment. I bit into it. Sweet juice spread between my lips and teeth, and then darkness fell. I don't know how much time had passed, but when I opened my eyes again, Jonathan and our friends were by my side. But my father, he would never return. Looking at their concerned gazes, I voiced the heavy decision I had made in my heart. It's time.
Time?
Time to restore our kingdom. I stepped back into the castle that had imprisoned me for so many years. I no longer saw cold shadows, but the eager eyes of my people. At that moment, they stood silently behind me, their silent support more powerful than any crown. This is my father's house. You killed him. You stole it from him, from all of us. And now we're here to take it back. Facing my declaration of war, she merely sneered and offered me a dagger as he was betting I wouldn't dare to use it. She won that bet. I truly couldn't bring myself to strike. The royal guard immediately surrounded me, but she handed the dagger to one of the soldiers. As the cold steel neared, I called out his name. Paul. I saw hesitation in his eyes. I continued, calling out the names of other soldiers, recounting their individual stories. Gradually, the hostility in their eyes turned to uncertainty, and they lowered their weapons. Standing beside me now were not cold guards, but my people who had rediscovered themselves. Suddenly, the queen snatched the dagger and lunged at me, just as the cold blade neared. Jonathan, leading the resistance, saved me once again. I watched, helpless, as the deranged queen was consumed by her magic mirror, a mirror filled with her own desires. Its surface rippled like water, eventually swallowing her whole. Only her final scream echoed through the empty grand hall. When the last shadow of gloom dispersed, sunlight finally bathed every corner of the kingdom. At this moment, fairy tales were no longer just legends and bedtime stories. With courage and wisdom, I had written a happy ending for us all. The kingdom's future would be as bright and glorious as the rising sun.